Believe that anything is possible.
We all need courage as we face challenges in our lives. They may come in different forms, but the spirit and hope to overcome connects us all.
If love can conquer hate, then why can't brave conquer fear?
Wonderful things can happen.
In a lot of ways, the water saved me.
To find strength in what others see as a weakness. To use a loss in life to provide hope and help for others.
I hope kids feel that they're not alone.
They help me get better.
To have support for a dream that feels out of reach.
I love it.
When someone who's always given
taking care of everybody
feels the gift of receiving.
Just don't know how much I needed that.
And a child is given a spotlight in a world she cannot see and finds her voice. These are the stories of Brave Conquers Fear. Thanks for joining us. I'm Cheryl Preheim. The routines of life can comfort us, but when a challenge or loss changes our days, it changes us too. Susan McCaskill has experienced that in a few ways recently. Each time she finds strength in thinking of others and the connection it brings. The still here is new. So are the challenges causing it.
The pain alone is devastating.
Susan McCaskill's never been good at being away from the people or projects she loves.
A lot of choices.
She had to park her sewing machine and steer her attention away from her school bus families.
I'm so used to taking care of everybody.
For years, she's filled her days making quilts for the kids she used to drive to elementary school.
It took me to a peaceful space.
She was never a seamstress.
I never knew how to sew.
Ms. McCaskill was more comfortable with big machinery and her seat behind the wheel of her school bus.
I had been driving for 24 years.
When poor health forced an early retirement, she needed a new routine to fill days that suddenly felt so empty.
Because it took about 30 hours to get one good quilt. This is a family quilt.
She made gifts for her family.
Everybody can sign a square.
Immediate and extended.
I told my parents when they step on the first step, those my babies.
The connection with the kids on her bus didn't end with her route.
I got about 500 children.
That's why her favorite book is always within reach.
Get emotional. And they was little. She just got in college.
Pictures, letters, thank yous.
I look at these pictures a lot.
Keeping in touch with families over the years, like the Zufis.
Libby is my girl.
She was my bus driver from kindergarten to 5th grade. She cared like we were her kids. Say goodbye.
As Libby packed for the University of Michigan, she got an unexpected care package made with love from Ms. McCaskill's house.
It was amazing. She took the time after all these years.
Finishing this quilt right here. You even just throw it across your chair and peep at it sometime. Ms. McCaskill made that.
It means a lot to you.
Yes, it do.
Sewing for others always made her happy.
It was so painful right here in my chest.
Breast cancer brought it all to a stop. It's been surgery,
The pill.
chemo, and rehab since.
Maybe send me a check-in call.
Families now reaching out to support her like she's always done for them.
I needed that. I really did. Just don't know how much I needed that.
Her machine is quiet as medical bills pile up, but she is still thinking of others.
Tissue is not healing good yet.
When she's finally feeling strong enough to sew again,
I love this fabric though.
she will again sew for others.
See if I can make a pattern.
This time, cancer warriors.
I've seen a lot of people that couldn't afford nothing. And I'm like, oh, that I'm supposed to be like that.
She has a new understanding of how meaningful the gift of support truly is.
It's really a godsend.
There was a time Dante Si didn't have the luxury of dreaming about his future. He faced the uncertainty, though, of kidney failure with bravery and hope. Now Dante embraces his second chance with a passion to pass on everything he's learned.
Good.
It's like clockwork.
And push.
Everyday families fill the East Carrollton Rec Center, scheduling life around a sport they love.
Good.
They are my kids.
For their coach, nothing about it is routine.
I really do look at every day as a second chance.
These are days, this is a life
Legs up fast.
Dante Si didn't think he'd have.
Push.
chest up off the table. Before, I was struggling to keep up.
He's like a new person.
His kids, as he calls them, and Coach Dante have been on a long journey together.
Scary for us too.
A donor would save my life.
Dante was desperate for a new kidney 4 years ago.
When I was on dialysis, I was like counting the days.
His gym friends put out a call for donors.
I had a chance to visit Dante.
We shared his need, and soon after, the amazing Brave Conquers Fear story about a stranger who filled it.
Dante would be my kidney recipient.
Lauren Larison sent a surprise video after finding out she was a perfect match.
I was in the office when he got the gift video, and I was so happy that he'd have a new start at life.
Fast.
The next surprise also came at the rec center.
Good, I like it.
I can't wait to meet him.
Meeting Lauren for the first time in person.
Surprise!
They'd see each other again on Transplant Day.
I remember it being a really good day.
Piedmont Hospital, March 15, 2019.
My new birthday. Lauren walked in my room with her little microwave hat on.
I remember that. Give me a hug.
Side by side surgeries, removing one of Lauren's kidneys, then delivering it next door.
It felt like I was watching a miracle happen right in front of my eyes.
And that's what it felt like.
A gift of life for Dante.
I'm just glad he got through it.
Good.
Pushes me to be a great athlete. I'm just glad that he's better again.
Dante's only routine in the 1,400 days since,
Good.
embracing every one of them.
I've done a lot of stuff that I never thought I'd do. I've been rock climbing. I became head coach of this place. I graduated college.
It's like a new life.
It is.
He also has a new tattoo.
I got my date on there and everything.
If love can conquer hate, then why can't brave conquer fear? I love it. It's my best one.
A daily reminder.
All right, ready?
Now passing on the kindness
Good. Push.
and investment he received.
Good. That's all I want to do. Take every day and just live it and love it. That's all you.
Every day requires courage for kids who can't control life's circumstances swirling around them. To pursue a dream, regardless of those challenges, takes strength. But it also takes courage for someone who's reached the top to go back where it started and help others. Our next story shows the powerful result when those two acts of bravery intersect. Something about a baseball in hand feels like home.
I have a target right there, so I line up and throw.
For 12-year-old Jaylen Dey, it transforms his apartment parking lot on Cleveland Avenue to a ball field.
They help me get better.
It carries him away from worries and challenges around him.
What do you feel when you're out there playing?
Feel like myself.
Baseball is giving Jaylen a dream to pursue and people to help him get there.
I remember the first time watching you play in our middle school league. You looked like a major leaguer on the mound.
That is saying a lot from someone who's scouted and developed pros.
This is where you grew up.
I would go outside and I would practice very much like Jaylen. I had a stick, I had rocks, throw them up in the air, hit them.
CJ Stewart went from Zone 1, Bankhead, to playing for the Chicago Cubs.
Jaylen Dey can play Major League Baseball. He has some barriers that can make that a challenge. We see them and then we create opportunities for him to overcome those barriers.
It's what CJ and Kelly Stewart's organization has been doing for 16 years.
Our mission is to use these sports to teach them how to overcome what we call the 3 curveballs that threaten their success, which are crime, poverty, and racism.
Jaylen's parents are so grateful to lead.
Keeps his mind focused on what he needs to do more so than what's going on out here in the street.
Baseball is a motivation for him.
There was no Little League or coaching until now, but Jaylen's strength has always been there. He was 1 when he threw a toy car and shattered a TV.
And he's been throwing ever since.
His throws still do some damage. Just ask his dad. Jaylen's family and neighbors see him putting in the work, and they are cheering him on.
You're going to be an inspiration to a whole lot of people, man. So keep up the good work. I love it. It's awesome.
When we come back,
I really second guess, can I do this?
How a courageous mindset is helping write history and change perspectives.
It's a good reminder of where I'm at and how far I've come.
The children look up to him so much.
And Brave Conquers Fear in classrooms all around the city. Welcome back to this special presentation of Brave Conquers Fear. Frail, fragile, limited. That's how the medical world might describe Mackenzie Cohen. Doctors told her mom she'd never walk, she'd be inactive. Mackenzie and her parents had other plans. She is now powerful, unstoppable, and inspiring.
We're actually at the aquatic center right now that I trained in throughout my entire childhood.
This is the place Mackenzie Cohen learned the power of mindset.
I grew up on this pool deck.
And learned the body others may see as limiting or fragile would reveal her greatest strength.
Every time I walk in here, my mind immediately goes back to those times. In a lot of ways, the water saved me. It gave me my confidence. It gave me the ability to believe that anything is possible.
A disease called osteogenesis perfecta brought her to the pool, a safe space to move.
I have brittle bones that often break for little to no reason at all. I could be sitting down, doing nothing, move the wrong way and break a bone. I've broken bones doing laundry.
So she was 19 days old. It was around 4 a.m. in the morning. I fed her, I burped her, and I heard something pop like a pencil. And I knew her leg was broken. But I had two choices. I could protect her, put her on a shelf, and let her watch life, be a China doll. Or I could let her live and experience life, and that's what I chose.
Her parents started aquatherapy when she was 4.
There's just something about being in the water that makes me feel so free and equal to other people.
And empowered her to pursue dreams that felt impossible at times.
It's amazing. She really is my hero.
Mackenzie is a 3-time Para-Olympian, now training for her 4th Summer Games.
You'd like one more from Paris?
Yes, I would love to have one more from Paris. This right here came from my perspective on life.
Mackenzie has broken more than 100 bones, each break reinforcing her resolve that true strength starts with mindset.
The one thing that I always say is that my osteogenesis imperfecta is something that happened for me, not something that happened to me.
And that is true for all.
So it doesn't matter who you are, everybody is dealing with something, but if you look at it as something that could challenge you and can make you a better, stronger person on the other side of it, no matter what it is, it's going to benefit you.
I hope kids feel that they're not alone.
When Brave Conquers Fear continues, one student's courage to talk about loss and mental health is creating a culture of acceptance and healing.
Sometimes you got to take chances on doing the right thing.
And her childhood story is encouraging a new generation to stand up for and love others.
Most of my friends I wouldn't have if she didn't do what she did.
Brave Conquers Fear happens in schools every day in a lot of ways. These next stories highlight how courage lifts kids up, compels important conversations, and uses the past to inspire future change makers. Every lesson helps build a life. School libraries are filled with stories of places and times, but there's nothing like learning history
because of Dr. King's presence
from a person who lived it.
I knew that a change was about to come.
It's something these Oak Grove 5th graders will never forget.
Sometimes you got to take chances on doing the right thing. That's my message. That's what I did as that little girl.
Cheyenne Webb was in elementary school just like they are when she first met Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and people he inspired to be part of the movement. Cheyenne became known as his smallest freedom fighter.
So I will teach him these three.
So he asked us again, what do you want?
Freedom!
Now when do you little girls want it?
Now!
They met in her hometown of Selma, Alabama. She wanted to be part of a change, no matter her age.
You had to be brave, and this little girl had that courage.
Cheyenne was 8 when she decided to march for voting rights no matter the cost.
Being the youngest little girl on that march.
Hearing the story of someone younger than they are living history, being part of a change, made a huge impact.
Risked her life to save races or religions. And
it was sad but beautiful.
Most of my friends I wouldn't have if she didn't do what she did.
So I'm encouraging you to keep hope alive. But most of all, I want you to know that you matter and you can make a difference.
Children look up to him so much.
Impact isn't about age. What's happening inside Varner Elementary is proof.
They're so incredibly proud.
Takari Tatum is 11. His latest project will soon be part of the school library.
Hi, Takari.
His Snap It bracelets are already part of the school culture, taking on mental health openly.
Anytime you feel stressed or anxious, you just snap it.
Tell me about the inspiration for the book.
I was really just thinking about all the stuff that happened in my life with my mental health journey and just putting those words on the paper.
Takari's best friend, his grandfather, died in the pandemic. Takari saw so many of his friends struggling too.
The book is an extension of telling people that mental health matters, and it's a serious thing that almost everybody goes through.
I just can't even put it in words how proud I am of him.
Takari wrote this book in 1 week.
Yeah, right. He was like taking dictation. It's like God was just giving him the words.
Just amazing me more every day.
Mrs. Lori Mendenhall supported every step. Now retired art teacher Robin Glover illustrated his book.
So honored and so privileged.
For students to see that you can have a great idea and you see it through and all kinds of wonderful things can happen.
I hope kids who read the book feel that they're not alone.
A message that's made a difference for his dad, too.
He just does not know how big of an impact this has made.
Next on Brave Conquers Fear.
Just try to never grow up.
Finding her way and her voice. Facing a fear so joy can take center stage.
Be simple. I won't let nobody hurt you.
Welcome back. Brave Conquers Fear is reaching beyond limitations and labels, embracing the freedom to be yourself. Brooklyn Grace is an 8-year-old who is sunshine and strength and has a special song in her heart. She may not see the world around her, but she impacts it. Brooklyn Grace has always been drawn to music. It's part of who she is.
Music is her passion, her way of expressing herself.
She feels at home in the spotlight. She is a light in a world she cannot see.
Her senses are definitely heightened since she's visually impaired.
Brooklyn Grace has grown up at Songs for Kids.
It's been awesome coming here.
In a lot of ways.
Now we've got it in tune, right?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
She's just a girl and she...
It's a safe space for people with disabilities or illness. A foundation that recognizes they deserve to be center stage.
She was about 7 weeks old when we found out about her condition.
Brooklyn is blind because of a rare congenital condition called septo-optic dysplasia.
You're happy.
We first met when she was 3. Finding her way.
She can be just as capable as anybody else.
And her voice. Music was already the center of her joy and central to building her courage.
She doesn't have any fear. I mean, she could just get right up on the stage and just start singing, and it's crazy because she used to be so shy and quiet and didn't want to speak to many people.
All right, guys, this is amazing, isn't it? Whew. All right, Brooklyn.
When I waited with Brooklyn Grace backstage at their big show,
come on up.
She wasn't nervous at all. Not about navigating her way with a cane to the microphone.
All right.
Or performing for a full house.
I'm happy you're here.
Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Still be simple.
I know that she loves music so much and it makes her so happy, so it just makes me happy to know that she's up there doing what she loves.
Just try to never grow up.
Her positive perspective on life and passion are contagious.
Yes!
Music is a connection that goes beyond circumstances, labels, and limits. Brooklyn Grace's family says hers is a gift from God.
Because it doesn't come from me and my husband.
No, definitely not, Daddy.
Hey, guess what? Some people can't sing like you.
Well, he doesn't even try.
There is no doubt that music is a gift within her. And what a gift to have a place to share it.
Can you feel my goosebumps? That was amazing.
Good job, yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We hope you are encouraged and inspired, and you'll find more stories celebrating strength and courage right now on 11alive.com. I'm Cheryl Preheim.